If you have been isolated a lot like I have, and you want to know a step-by-step guide of how to connect with female family members, my suggestion would be that first you need to connect with yourself. If you just got home from work or you've been caretaking a baby for the last 14 hours, you need to do some things to care for yourself and get back into your feminine energy so that you can kind of more easily match people where they are with their energy. If you're trying to connect with your girls from this place of being really depressed or really stuck where your masculine energy is just indented into you, you're going to leave her with this kind of sucking feeling, this kind of sucking vibration where when you can really take a few minutes first and if you can really take a few minutes first and really lean into your feminine energy of resting and relaxing, you are going to be able to think so much more clearly, and it's going to be really a lot more obvious to you what you're supposed to say and how to respond and things like that, where you don't have to put a lot of energy into masking and coming up with something to say, which will actually put you further, more deeply into your masculine energy if you're trying to kind of figure out what to say and you're in your head a lot. I was in a situation today where my female cousin texted me, my female cousin that I really look up to. This was so unexpected because honestly I feel like I don't deserve her, because why would she even talk to me? She is so pretty and cool. She is definitely my first ever style icon. Sometimes I would get hand-me-down clothes from her and her sisters, and this was one of my favorite parts of my childhood, and actually the catalyst for one of my most enjoyable parts of my adult life today, which is fashion. I think she might have actually majored in fashion merchandising, and then we both independently from one another kind of adopted a more extreme spiritual path, where I know we have both spent time more seriously committed to a lifestyle where we both meditated on a daily basis and got really deep with more advanced spiritual techniques. So I pretty much worship her, and for her to even acknowledge my existence, I was pretty thrilled. Although you want to remain flexible with the flow of the conversation at all times, you can first ask them how they are. Then you want to kind of go more into a feminine energy place, almost like a trance, where you're really experiencing your state of being, how things feel. Like, do your arms feel tired? Does your head or tummy ache? Do your eyes feel sleepy? And more experience the somatic physicality of the moment. You can kind of go into your frame. Now, if you don't experience chronic dissociation, then maybe you don't need this part, but we're going to really mentally re-enter our frame by thinking of the palms of our hands and the palms of our feet, then listen. Listen by imagining what they're telling you in your mind's eye. Consider how they might be feeling from their perspective. Then you can take a look at their face and imagine what they might be feeling, what kind of emotions they're experiencing. This is another clue about what to say next and how to melt more into the flow of the conversation. And when I was saying the flow of the conversation, I was really imagining like a river for some reason. And for some reason, keeping your heart in mind when you talk works. So if you're on the phone and no one can see you, you can just kind of stick your hand on your heart, or if other people can see you, then just thinking about your heart or the color